Hey guys, sorry about the lighting. One of my lights has went and I'm waiting for somebody to fix it. Anyway, today we're talking about season 2 of Luke Cage. Now, let me tell you something. Season 2 is far better than season 1. Not only is the villain better and it's a bit more focused, even then it's still a bit scattered, but anyway. Uh, let's start with characters and their motivations in this season. Luke. Luke is really aggressive in this season, and it's really easy to understand why. He's he's even said multiple times he feels like a fireman constantly putting out fires, which makes sense for his role at the end of the season. Not going to say that right now, but it makes sense. But I didn't see it coming, which is always good for a season like that. If you watch my Jessica Jones review, you'll know how much I care about not knowing what's happening. Uh, Mariah, she went absolutely crazy this season, to a point where she actively hallucinated. She hallucinated Mama Murphy and Uncle Pete. And that scene with her daughter, oh my god. If you've watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about, but that is just brutal. Even Danny appears for one episode, and it is the best episode in the season. You get to see Danny shine, cause like in Iron Fist, Danny, in my opinion, I'm getting that across right now because I know some people will be mad if I don't. Danny came off as a little bit of an arrogant prick. In Defenders, he was getting better, but he wasn't at his best. In Luke Cage role, it's like they're best friends, honestly. Like, we're constantly having banter. And there's even a joke about what Danny looked like in season 1, if you watched it. Like, because Danny looked like a stoner. You have him picking up a bone type thing. I don't really know what it was. It looks like a dragon, and you just have him going, yeah, I like this one. That was like one of my favourite moments. Next character, Bushmaster. Oh my god, he is one of the best villains in the Marvel shows that I've seen. The thing is, he's not necessarily a bad guy. That's the thing. He he's Luke Cage's equivalent to the Punisher. That's essentially what Bushmaster is. But he's got kind of powers. They're not superpowers. It's basically like steroids. He takes this herb that only grows in Jamaica. And don't know why I said it weird. and it helps his skin heal, help bullets grow out of him. I have a theory, because you mentioned it, the injection that he got plus the nightshade is what causes his fast healing. Because I don't think nightshade. No way nightshade does that in real life. I'm pretty sure nightshade's poisonous. Uh, yeah. And even there's even a mutual, there's kind of a respect between Luke and Bushmaster in one scene when they go to the coroner's office with, oh, what's it, Ingrid. They have like a casual conversation, and Bushmaster even says, "I'm not looking forward to killing you," showing that he respects Luke. Like he respects what he does, but he doesn't go all the way. Let's talk about Mercedes, otherwise known as, what's her fucking name? Misty. She was kind of vacant the entire season, understandably. She lost her arm. And I think Iron Fist. It was either Iron Fist or Defenders. My memory's not 100% on that. I need to rewatch them. Uh, yeah, and she's just kind of vacant. She's not really all there until she gets a prosthetic from Danny. And even then, she hasn't learned to properly use it yet, so I am definitely looking forward to seeing more of that. Shades, oh my god. Shades is by far the most developed character in season 2. Like, season 1, you see him slowly getting more and more he doesn't want to do what we're saying, telling him to do. Anyway, forget what I just said. Tried to say anyway, I'm an idiot. And it got somehow him and Mariah ended up in a relationship that I didn't like. The fact that him and Mariah were in a relationship. I understand him wanting to be the king, because everyone wants to be the king. Everyone. The only one that doesn't is the one that ends up becoming the king. You know who, if you've watched it. And the fact that he snitched, fuck it, to get rid of Mariah tells a lot. But something really popped in my head there. I'm sorry, bit of flip open. I really hoped that there would be a Kingpin line when Mariah was in Riker. Either Kingpin or Punisher. Because they were both there. Why not mention it? I understand it's like different, goes to different prisons, shit like that. But still, the guards could have mentioned it. Because they technically work in both. That's as far as I know. Anyway. Yeah, and Luke even has kind of a manager. BW. He sells Luke Cage shirts, and he even ends up selling an Iron Fist shirt, I think. He's actually one of the funniest characters in the show. As for story in the show, it's relatively mediocre. Like, the entire story's stop Bushmaster, stop Bushmaster. Luke's angry, he has to go see his father, but he won't see his father. Stop Bushmaster. And I feel sorry for the actor that played Luke's father since he passed. So I'm not going to talk about his character because I'll end up feeling bad. So talk about your own opinion in the comments if you want to, but I'm not saying anything about Deadman's acting. The best performance though is Mariah's daughter, the newest. That ending with Mariah, Jesus Christ, I didn't see that coming. Luke Cage season 2 honestly gets a complete 10 out of 10 for me. And that's from the Netflix seasons. But only other Netflix seasons to get a 10 out of 10 from me are Daredevil season 2 and The Punisher. That is it. Suppose I have to talk about the ending now. Sorry if it's a little awkward, I'm just not used to being on camera. I'll get used to it. Anyway, the ending, spoilers if it's not already in the title and you didn't listen to anything I said. Luke ends up becoming a crime boss just so he can protect Harlem, which I'm kind of on the fence about. Because even BW says, you become a boss of crime, you're a crime boss. Which is technically true. So, sorry, uh, I can, for season 3, I can imagine two characters becoming a villain. I can imagine Luke becoming a villain and Misty having to go next to him. That I'm looking forward to. That would be super interesting. Marvel, get on that. Uh, and the second villain would be Mariah's daughter. And I feel like in this season, I feel like there are two characters that could be Night Nurse. If you don't know who Night Nurse is, we're basically a supervillain nurse, and I feel like Mariah's daughter is Night Nurse. But Claire could also be Night Nurse as well, because she's kinda going crazy. Like, not literally going crazy, but she's kinda losing her shit with all the superheroes. So she could do that. Oh yeah, Claire's in the show for like a couple episodes, but she completely goes away because Luke punches a hole in the wall. And they act like that's some great feat of strength, but anyone can punch a hole in the wall if you're strong enough. What, that's one thing I have from that scene. Luke's meant to be super strong, but he's punching full force and can't get through a brick. Like, I feel like we should have made it more impactful. Like, he punches all the way through the wall. Because no one normal would be able to do that. That's my one gripe with that scene. To show that he's so angry he can't control his strength. Camera's shaking. I'm sorry. I'm on a bed. Uh, yeah. Yeah, but we even mentioned Matt a couple times, and it turns out that everyone thinks Matt's dead. So I'm wondering what's happening with that. Does this take place after season 3 of Daredevil? Or before it? And everyone just assumes he's dead because of Defenders. Because I know he's kind of sacrificed himself for everyone to live. But Marvel timelines are tricky. Like, the shows are set before Infinity War. Because so you could get all characters. Speaking of Infinity War, I am surprised we did not get any Easter eggs for that, considering it was so big. Like, we could have had it in the final episode, Luke looking around and people fading away, or something like that. I know it would draw away from the show and bring more attention to Infinity War, but come on, you have when it's that big and half the universe has been destroyed. Come on, you have to do something like that. There is no way that nothing happened in Harlem when half of Earth's population has been killed. I mean, come on. And if it's set after Infinity War, it would be After Effects, so it would have to be before Infinity War, which even then, there should have been an Easter egg. Like, you could have had, like, people eating purple grapes, I don't know, and saying, we'll only eat half. That's the only thing I can think of that would have been a decent Easter egg. That would make sense because no one knows about Thanos. Anyway, I'm about done. So I'll see you when there's something else I can review. I'm currently watching the miserable. Hang on, I'll check what the title is. I'll be back in a second. Right, I found it. It's called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. If I feel it deserves one, I might review it. But currently it's mediocre. The only other show I can imagine reviewing is like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or something. If you want that, I'll gladly do it, but I haven't finished the newest season, so you'll have to wait on that. Hell, I could even do Hellboy. So, these are all the options. Tell me what you want me to review. I'll look for it, and you'll eventually get the best review. Right? But if it's something I can't find, I'm gonna need to ignore it, okay? Alright. Flavor signing off.